Jonathan Majors was one of Hollywood's fastest rising stars until a jury found him guilty of assaulting and harassing his former girlfriend.
And now our very own Linsey Davis is sitting down with Majors in the exclusive first interview since his conviction.
Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture. It's about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and giving my part of the story.
There were 4 charges. The jury convicted you of 2 of them. Mm-hmm. Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked, and afraid. And I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
In a split verdict, Majors was found not guilty of 2 other misdemeanors, assault with intent to cause physical injury and aggravated assault.
They're saying you didn't intend to injure her, but the result of your recklessness injured her.
Right.
Were you reckless?
I was reckless with her heart.
Not with her body?
Not with her body.
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face, twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't cause them?
I have no question.
In a statement to ABC News, an attorney for Jabbari said in part, it is not at all surprising that Mr. Majors continues to take no accountability for his actions, adding the timing of these new statements demonstrates a clear lack of remorse for his actions.
Do you feel you're not responsible for her injuries at all?
I shouldn't have been in the car. I shouldn't have stepped out of the relationship. I shouldn't have been in the relationship. If I'm not in the car, none of this is happening. If I leave the relationship, none of this is happening. If I'm man enough or brave enough to say, I want to see somebody else, or I'm done now, I'm not in that car. We're not here. I'm responsible for those things.
But none of her injuries?
I can't say that. None of her injuries.
But prosecutors say Majors was the aggressor. District Attorney Alvin Bragg says the evidence presented throughout this trial illustrated a cycle of psychological and emotional abuse.
You think you'll ever work in Hollywood again?
Yeah, I do. I pray I do. But it's God's plan and God's timing.
For those who say, look, he's convicted at this point, what would you say? I mean, do you deserve a second chance?
Well, I think I do. I hope other people think that.
And joining us now is the anchor of ABC News Live Prime and the Sunday edition of World News Tonight, our friend Linsey Davis. Good to see you, and a fascinating interview here. During the trial, Majors' attorney suggested that race may have played a factor. Did he elaborate on that?
You know, in the closing argument, in fact, she said that his greatest fear as a black man in America calling 911 came true. He started to cry in court at that point, invoking the idea of race. So I did bring that up during the interview. Did he feel like that was playing a role? He said, absolutely, it played a role. He said, I'm just going to say this. If you had the reverse, a black man who was chasing a white woman for several blocks through New York City crying, he said that black man would have been shot. To date, she has not been. She was arrested. Grace Jabbari was arrested, but will not be prosecuted. He says that that is unjust.
Our thanks to you, Linsey. And you can see an extended version of Linsey's exclusive interview with Jonathan Majors tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, streaming on ABC News Live Prime.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.